Hey everybody, this is Lorelia coming to you on this very nice Friday here in the Northeast, New Jersey. So you see the title, New Skills Can Pay Your Bills. I can't remember the title of the last video, but I know the nature of what I was talking about. And I was talking about creating your own wealth portfolio and how I'm going to share my own. And from that, I started getting a flurry of emails where individuals were reaching out to me saying, "Hey, Lorelia, how can I, earn some extra money, this, that, and the other." And I know you've all been hearing me talk about, the easiest way to stay debt free and to raise your credit score and to keep it there is to have a consistent flow of income into your household, into your bank account, into your purse, or what have you. But I thought for a second, and I have a tendency to do this. My husband always says this. I have a tendency to speak from a place whereas the person I'm talking to already knows what I'm talking about. And so sometimes I do forget that I have to take very small baby steps with some people because they're not there yet. And I had this aha moment because it goes back to new skills can pay your bills. Before I go into my aha moment, let me tell you how not that I came up with that title, but around 2012, when I wanted to really learn how this online world works. I wanted to know how I could reach more people with my book in regards to credit, how I can earn affiliate income, how can I learn more about leverage income, because I was reading these things in books. I mean, you got Robert Kiyosaki who was talking about it. I read it in his books. You got Robert Allen with multiple streams of income. I've been seeing people reading that book, but I remember reading that book like in the early 2000s. And so, I came online in 2009, never did, what was that, can't think of it, my Black Planet, or not Black Planet, what was it, I don't know, oh, MySpace, never did MySpace. So the first social media platform that I ever came on was Facebook. And the reason why I came on with Facebook is because I had a client, at that time I was doing tax work, and I had a client who was in PR and marketing, and she was saying that social media was a great place to market your business. And I was like, oh, okay, well, how hard could that be? The platform is free. And here I am. I thought, okay, I'm going to go on Facebook. I had already been there in 2009, but I was doing it more so it was for personal reasons, connect with old friends, connect with family, or what have you. Had no idea that people were building their businesses online using social media. Well, fast forward in 2010, I said, you know what, I'm going to take this seriously. And I know I have a tendency to be long-winded with these videos, but I'm going to get to a point. I'm going to get to the whole point of why I'm doing a video. And so 2010 came, and I said, okay, I'm now going to really focus on using social media for my business. Well, lo and behold, it didn't work out. It wasn't as easy as I thought. Many people, when they get started online, they're like, oh, okay, this is free, and that's free, and this is free, and how hard could it be? Free, 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 free. Well, I fluttered on, online for a good 2 years. By that time, I had wrote my book, Jumpstart Your Credit, in 2011. And I was still in this cycle of trying to learn how this online space works in terms of building a business, creating income, or what have you. And so in 2012, I finally took the plunge, and I said, you know what, I fluttered online for 2 years. Let me go ahead and invest in myself and hire myself. And so I plugged into a online internet marketing system. Now the company is not around no more, It was an affiliate marketing slash internet marketing training platform and system. And I will say this, did I make a lot of money with the system? No. But the one takeaway, and I never forget, the person who marketed the system and who I decided to attach myself to learn more, said the skills that you will learn from being part of the system will out earn what you can actually earn if you just sell the system. And at that time, I'm like, well, how is that possible? Because I'm seeing all these people around me, they had all these people who were affiliates, and they're making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And here I have someone who is telling me that the skills that I learned from the systems, because what the platform was, it was a system to teach you internet marketing and how to sell on the internet. And as a bonus, you had the rights to resell it and earn some additional income. Well, like I said, I was new to the online space, so I didn't really do that good with selling it. But I put my head down and I studied like crazy to really learn how this online world works. Because I said to myself, if I could master, like she said, the skills that you learn within the system will out earn what you can get as an affiliate in the company. And like I said, I put my head down and I stayed in that system from 2012 to, I think, maybe about 2014, 2015. And like I said, I didn't do nothing big with it. But lo and behold, look at the time frame. Wrote my book in 2011. Then in 2012, I became part of the system. I put my head down, I studied, and then in 2013, I updated the book, and I went ham online marketing the book. And from that is what created the momentum that you see on this channel. That what has allowed me to become an Amazon bestseller. That's what allowed me to continue earning on a monthly basis revenue here right from YouTube. From that, the book still sells. Let's fast forward to 2019. That company is gone. Like, it doesn't even exist. It's not even out there. You can't even find it. But goes back to the skills that I would learn within the system would out earn what I can earn with the system. And that's why I titled this video, New Skills Can Pay Your Bills. Because see, what a lot of people don't know, and that's why I said I should have held off with saying I'm going to share my wealth portfolio, because I have a tendency to think that some people have the same type of hunger and desire that I have. And not that I'm saying they need to be me, but in terms of the hunger and the desire to not want to have a need for figuring out where is 200, how are you going to fit 200 where 2,000 is going to go. And as I continue being on this credit and debt space, I run across this every day, where people are trying to figure out how they can put 200 where 2,000 is supposed to go. Or now you got business owners who are starting businesses and they're looking for business credit to be their savior because they do not know how to bring in revenue for their business. And so I assume that people have the same hunger, is that when I share with people, okay, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, from the beginning they'll say, yeah, I want to do it. But when they see that it takes work, that's where they falter. Now, I'm not saying everybody's going to be like me. Maybe I'm just slow. Like I said, I plugged into the system 2012, had no idea. I knew about affiliate marketing, but I really didn't know how to market affiliate marketing, how to market it to earn income. And so here I am in the system in 2012. Didn't really make no big money. I mean, did I make some money? Yeah, but it wasn't no big money. And like I said, I stayed. I'm not revving my car engine. My car's not even on. And so, I stayed in that system for a few years. Because I'm doing a video right now. I'm not revving engines. And so I stayed in that system for about 4 years. Okay. So, okay, I'm trying to move this. Okay, I'm trying to move these comments. Okay, so I don't know what to do. So anyway, stayed in that system for a few years, and from there, learned a new skill that continues to pay me month after month after month after month. And so I say all this to say, a lot of people are get excited when someone says, oh, I'm going to share my wealth portfolio with you. I'm going to show you all the other ways that I earn money. And okay, so Jazzy or whatever, I don't want to go over, but if you watch the replay of this video, I talk about a system that I plugged into. But just to be, just to kind of answer your question, the skill was how the online sales process works on the internet, how sales and marketing works on the internet. So that was the skill that I learned. And so the aha moment that I had, that I talked earlier, was there's a friend of mine who is has an offline business, has got great momentum, been in business for 5 years, doing well for herself, and she now wants to come online. She wants to scale the business. And at first she thought it was just a matter of, oh, I'm just going to do this, I'm going to just do this, that, and the other, and it didn't quite work out for her. It didn't work out. And when I say she wanted to kind of do this, she wanted to start doing videos. And what people don't understand is that, like, when I do these videos, there's actually and I don't want to make it complicated, but there is a psychology and a science behind me doing the video. Like, I'm just doing the video. Like the video is to serve as a purpose. So what she was doing, because a lot of times, people will just see people doing things like, I could do that too, and they don't really know what's behind why a person is doing it. So what happened was that she was doing these videos, and she noticed, okay, I'm doing videos and ain't nothing happening. Like, ain't nobody buying my search services. They not reached out to me, this and the other. And anywho, after her and I got to talking, that's when I found out, we kind of just talked and discovered that there was a lot of missing elements, in her online presence. And so familiarity breeds contempt. And what does that really mean? That means that when a person is familiar with you, they're friends with you, they kind of like take for granted that you know how to do certain things. So you know, they just think, okay, I'll just mimic what, you know, my friend is doing, but not really understanding what it is that she's doing. Well, anyway, she went out and she hired, you know, people to help her with her presence, with her brand, and all this other stuff that people tell them to, this is what you need to do to come. You need to get a picture and a great website. But when we really got into it and I really started talking about how are you going to leads? How are you going to follow up with leads? What does your sales process looks like online? How will you follow up? I blew her away. It was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I thought all I had to do was put a website up. I was like, oh, no, 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 contraire, my friend. It doesn't work like that. And so anyway, after, you know, a series of conversations, um, you know, I told her a few things of what I can do and what it is that I can help her with. And, you know, by all means, she took action on it. And I don't say this to brag. Now I'm not this conversation's not, you know, a, oh, ah ha ha, look at me, you know, you can't do the same. It is a conversation of when you provide value to the marketplace. Now, like I said, value is in the eyes of the beholder. Which what one person may see as value, another person doesn't. And that's why I tell people I'm not in the convincing business. My channel reached over 500,000 people. Are there who may not know value in what I provide? Of course. But I also know that there are people who do see value. And so I say new skills can bills. I can't. The only way I could tell a person how to put 200 where 2,000 is supposed to go is to get a new skill set. Because this is what I know. I know what to tell you to get to for you. I know get out of debt. I know what to tell you for you to raise your credit score. But when it comes to earning additional money, and I apologize, I know I vaguely have been saying people need to earn more income. You shouldn't just have one stream of income. The missing element is that I understand people are now raising their hand and they're like, okay, Lorelia, well, you know, how can I earn additional income? And then even if you told them, like, you know, yeah, I'm glad you appreciate it, knee baby. Even when you tell them, okay, these are all the things that I'm earning income from, whether it's on a weekly, a daily basis, or what have you, and then when they try to implement them, they get a failure rate, and then they feel like, oh, scam. And it's not that it's a scam, it's because they haven't got the skill set. See, what I find, that's why hunger. What I don't understand is when a person is down and out, you know, robbing Peter to pay Paul, trying to make ends meet. And I'm not here to knock a particular job you have, but if that job is only paying you $50 an hour and you want to give yourself a pay raise, it is nothing that you can do to go to that lawyer and say, you know what, I don't want $15. I feel like my value is worth $150. You could go in there and say it, but if that employer thinks your value is only $15, that's all you getting. And the same way with the next employer, because statistics show whatever you earned, you're only going to earn a few more dollars more. So what, you go to the next employer and he or she gives you $20 an hour. But what about if I totally want to quadruple, you know, that, and go from 15 to 150? What I need to do? I need to get a new skill set. Because what I learned in 2012, have online masterminds, and we were going over, because the sales and marketing process is not one thing, you know, it is a multitude of things. But as we begin to dissect all the different areas of the sales and marketing process, you go online and you know, maybe entrepreneurship ain't you. You know, but I know one thing, we live in the gig economy, and freelancing, whether you want to do it or not, is there. So you take new skills and you see what they are hiring freelancers for, you know, for the particular skill set that you want to learn. What are some of the skill sets? You know, how to create a sales funnel. What goes into a sales funnel? how to do an email marketing campaign, how to create an email campaign, how to get people to buy, how to find leads, how to get people in front of your offer, how to get people to buy your offer, how to follow up with it, how to take a person who's offline and send them online and get them to buy. How do you do that? See, it's more than just what do I need to plug into and earn some money. It takes a new skill set. That's why I recently, I think it was just last week with Dan Locke, Asian guy on YouTube, talked about that. New skills. You know, most people don't have a high paying skill set. It is what it is. I mean, now you're hearing a lot of things online where people, are saying that tradesmen or tradespeople earn more than college degree individuals. A skill set. The plumber has a skill set. The welder has a skill set. The painter has a skill. The carpenter has a skill set. And that's the same way in online. And see, once you learn what those sets are, then money will never be a problem. But see, people are trying to, if you only make $15 an hour, and I think I'm lagging, so I'm going to end this. If you're only making $15 an hour and you really want to make $150 or $200 an hour, that requires a new skill set. That is not another job. Because if you're making only 15, the next employer only going to think you're worth 18. And maybe it's another one probably only going to think you're worth 20. And this is not to knock jobs, because learning a new skill set takes time. But it's something that you can do in addition. So when you really see, this is something your financial experts aren't teaching you. They're not telling you. Because see, it's either one or two things. Either they have the skill that can to pay them, or either they can hire people who have those skills. But they realize that the skill is needed. The skill of sales and marketing, understanding the online or offline process to get people to buy is in demand. It's in demand. So like I said, that is something that I want to talk about, because I understand that people are quick to say, yeah, I want to learn more. And then when they see it takes work, it's like, oh, I thought it's just like a job. I just have to show up. No, it's not like a job. You don't just have to show up. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. Are you going to get frustrated? Yeah. Are you going to think it's not working? Yeah. But this is what I know. Money is connected to value. When you bring more value to the marketplace, that's how you go from $15 to $150 per hour. That's how you do it. You do it by going to your employer. Because remember, he or she only thinks you're worth $15 an hour. It is what it is. So that's my story, and that's and so I'm still going to link the resource under here of how you can get new skills to pay your bills and to get you out of debt. The video has to process. It's going to be something that I'm going to put together in a process, but like I said, it all takes work. If you think this is a government handout, or Andrew Yang, let's do what Alaska's doing, give Americans $2,000 or $1,000 or whatever the case may be, this is not it. This takes work. But I guarantee you will learn the skill. But it's only for people who want to do the work. I get credit professionals who come to me. How can I market my credit services online? You got to learn a new skill set. It's not about how well you can do credit. It's a million of them jokers online. That's why I said I don't never get worried about how crowded the credit space is, because on a day-to-day basis I get emails from people who are always saying, how can I have your services? How can we work together? What services I need to buy? I'm ready to buy. I never have that problem. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying this because someone said it to me. Someone told me in 2012 that if I could increase my skill set, I would never have an income problem. And it's true. And it's true. But it does take work. Okay, so this is Lorelia. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. But don't forget, I have over 300 some videos talking about the concept, talking about getting out of credit, raising your credit score. And so all the links will be below this video. But the wealth portfolio, different ways that I earned income, is right below here. Real estate, once again, how am I able to just, people think I just learned real estate. No, I've always knew the skill. That's another skill set. It's just a skill set that you can turn on and turn off, because as long as you know how to get leads and follow up with the leads, sky's the limit.